Good morning, friends. Today we'll have another interesting discussion. Why do we keep quitting ourselves? The hidden start stop cycle that destroys dreams. This is the most important area of concern for many of us today. Let's try to understand the pattern and break this start stop cycle. Build the life you deserve. Let's begin. The start stop cycle, why we get stuck, and how to break free. Hello, I am Dr. D.V. Ramanamurthy, PhD in Management, formerly Professor in Management and Dean, presently Founder Director, Attitude Positive, Behavior Management Training Solutions, Hyderabad. We welcome you to our channel, Manovijnanam Dr. D.V. Ramanamurthy, PhD Official, powered by Ramadevi Foundation, Hyderabad. Welcome to the discussion. Have you ever started exciting and great enthusiasm and stopped within few weeks? Meaning that you started exercising and stopped in few weeks, and started reading a book and never finished it. Started a course, a business idea, or meditating, and only to abandon it midway? If yes, you are not alone, friends. Millions of people are trapped in what psychologists call the start stop cycle. Today, we understand why this happens and how we can break free permanently. Let's dwell. A very familiar story for all of us. We start excited and then we stop distracted. We start motivated and then we stop overwhelmed. We start inspired and then we stop discouraged. We start committed, then we stop bored. This is called the start stop cycle. Not one failure, but repeating pattern. Every restart creates hope. Every stop creates disappointment. And over time, our confidence erodes. Most people fail not from lack of intelligence, but from inconsistency. They can start, but cannot continue. Now, the good news is a pattern can always be broken. Where does this cycle appear? Let's take a few examples. Take for health, go for gym memberships, then you go for diet plans, and you go for walking programs. In case of careers, for example, you go for skill development, you obtain certifications, and you also go for career transitions. In case of relationships, for example, you have a lot of efforts taken on communication skills and family bonding, for example, and conflict resolution, you're conscious of. In case of personal growth plans, you start reading and you start meditating and you start journaling. So this cycle appears in every area of life: health, career, finance, relationships, and spiritual growth. Whether it is a gym membership that lapses in February, the online course abandoned after lesson 3, or the journal left blank after 2 weeks of writing. This pattern is same everywhere, friends. Why does this happen? This is called excitement trap. Let's look at what happens. Beginning phase, exciting, fresh, and full hope. And we transition to middle. You find it difficult, routine, and less rewarding. And then comes the final stop. You quit. There's a lot of guilt and disappointment. The problem is not starting. The problem is sustaining when excitement fades. The brain loves novelty, and starting releases dopamine. So it feels great to begin. But continuing requires discipline, friends. We naturally crave rewards now, while real success pays off slowly, which is why so many people are great starters but struggle to finish, leading to delay in gratification is what finally breaks the cycle. And there is again the motivation myth we need to understand. The myth is that I will continue as long as I feel motivated. But the reality is, motivation fluctuates, discipline only sustains. Motivation peaks at the start, fades quickly. Systems and habits work even when motivation is slow. So let's build systems and habits. There are certain hidden fears of failures, judgment, imperfection, and quietly pull us away. Please be cautious of these things. Many people mistakenly depend on motivation, but it comes and goes. It is, as an emotion, uh, not an engine. Beneath low motivation often lie hidden fears. These are all fear of failure, fear of judgment, of not being perfect. Successful people, minded friends, do not wait to feel motivated or fearless. They build systems and habits that run automatically, even on the hard days. And one more interesting aspect is the perfection trap. If I cannot do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. This is a very clear trap. Perfectionism is often disguised procrastination. Progress is more important than prediction. Done is better than perfect always. And the shift identity, you may notice that I am becoming a consistent person, not just trying. Perfectionism is often disguised procrastination. When we demand perfection, we prioritize ourselves, we paralyze ourselves, and we go without prioritization. Progress matters more than perfection. Imperfection action always beats perfect inaction. It also helps to shift identity, saying, I am a healthy person, builds far stronger commitment than saying, I am trying to exercise. Identity drives behavior. So begin before you're ready, and I, and let every action vote for who you want to become. The hidden cost of repeated stopping is another interesting aspect. Of course, there may be loss of confidence. We stop trusting our own commitments, and sometimes frustration. Yes, repeated failures breeds this resentment and frustration. Then, of course, self doubt grows. Every step reinforces I cannot do this, is a self doubt. And consequently, reduced self esteem, long term damage to self worth, mind it. So every unfinished commitment tells us, our subconscious, I cannot trust myself. So this is how start stop spiral forms. That is, start, struggle, stop, guilt, restart, and repeat the failure. Without awareness, this loop of start stop cycle can quietly consume more and more months and years. The cost is never just the goal we missed, it is the faith in ourselves that we lose. So let's think of winners, how winners think in terms of systems over goals. Focus on systems, not just goals, it is said. Let's see. Goal is lose 10 kg. The system tells you that walk 30 minutes daily. Establish the system. Read more books is your goal. The system is read 2 pages every night. The goal is build a business. The system tells you work on it at least 1 hour every month or every morning. I'm sorry. Goal is get fit on the health front. And it tells you, system tells you that exercise before breakfast every day. Goals, my dear friends, give us direction. Systems create progress. The goal is losing 10 kilograms, as I've said. A system is walking daily. Start smaller that you think. 2 pages, 5 minutes, 1 glass of water. And remember, the hidden golden rule here is everyone miss a day sometimes. That's human, but never miss twice. Winners build better systems, and when you fail, fall in love with the system, it results definitely have a beautiful things happen. Result becomes inevitable. And one more interesting aspect here is accountability, celebration, and joy. And you need to have certain important helps also. Mentors. And choose a mentor who can guide and challenge your growth. Choose a friend who checks in and keep you honest. And find a coach who can track progress and holds standards, and build a healthy community. Shared journey creates powerful momentum. We are social creatures, friends. Accountability dramatically increases consistency, whether from a mentor, a friend, a coach, or a healthy community. Celebrate every small win. Progress process build momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Most of all, shift from I have to do this to I get to do this. When the journey itself feel rewarding, quitting loses its appeal. So the breakthrough formula here, and the final word which I can tell you is create awareness, recognize the cycle, then discipline, act despite how you feel, systems to be initiated, build habits and systems, then run on uh, that run on autopilot mode. Please ensure your consistency. Show up every single day. So, friends, awareness plus discipline plus systems plus consistency is the actual transformation. The cure of this start stop cycle is not motivation. It is awareness, discipline, systems, and consistency together creating transformation. You may not need a new beginning. You may simply need to continue where you left off. The difference between success and failure is not who starts, it is who keeps going.